Hello, this is Eleanor, and I want to tell you about a new podcast I think you'll love. Cat Skull is a visceral neo-noir thriller about violence, identity, and what happens when justice turns personal. Cat Skull is set in urban Singapore and follows the story of Ram, who has always felt invisible. He's searching for meaning in a city that moves too fast to care. When Ram's best friend ends up in trouble, Ram puts on a mask and takes matters into his own hands. But after that first night behind the mask, Ram discovers something more dangerous than revenge. It's the intoxicating pull of finally mattering. Cat Skull is adapted from Miley Yang Tae's award-winning novel and produced by Audacious Productions, the award-winning team known for DC High Volume, Batman, and Temujin. So please go check out Cat Skull wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Friday.
Hey, I'm Arnie Niekamp from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, John the Talking Badger,
Bing Bong,
and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more.
Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Getting caught up in escapades.
Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
Do you have a joke for us today?
Do I ever? How many podcasters does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
2, one to screw it in and one to screw around on a bunch of tangents.
Okay, I thought you were going to say one to put in the bulb and the other to endorse a meal prep kit.
2 jokes for the price of 1. Never let it be said we did nothing for you, audience.
Someone on the radio said something about the sun going out forever in a month or so. But we all knew the end was near, nothing to be done from here. So I shake my head and off to bed I go.
Hello, and welcome to World Gone Wrong, the show where we process the news in our current, ever-shifting world.
Alternate title, Everything Happens So Much.
It really does. Today, what's our topic, Malik?
It's our 6th episode spectacular. Woo!
Wait, so what phenomenon are we?
None. Nothing. Nostalgia, I guess. We'll be looking back at the events of the last 5 episodes. Really appreciate the journey we've been on.
We've barely been doing this show for 2.5 months.
And oh, what a 2.5 months it's been.
Malik, is this going to be a clip show?
Absolutely not.
Good, because those are so lazy.
I do not have the energy to track down a bunch of clips.
You edit the show.
That is technically true.
How hard would it have been to save some chunks of audio?
Well, impossible now since we don't have time travel. Yet. Besides, you said you didn't want a clip show.
So today, instead, we are
reflecting and growing both as people and as co-hosts.
I guess we could do some updates.
We could.
Should we take these in order?
In a vague, loosey-goosey kind of way.
I couldn't imagine us doing it any other way. Okay, first of all, the werewolf situation. Mm-hmm. For anyone who listened to our first episode and has been worried about Pepper the Pekingese, the owners report that Pepper is doing well. In fact, his health may be improved. Pekingese are the result of likely millennia of selective breeding, and to put it mildly, they weren't bred for the ability to breathe.
So in a funny way, the monthly transformation reverses the clock on the whole wolf-to-dog evolution. And specifically, it brings Pepper back to the days of having a snout that's good at inhaling and exhaling. That's the good news.
The other good news is you could argue that everyone involved is pretty much fine.
Stacking up those caveats like pancakes.
0 fatalities.
Although they've done a number on Pepper's dignity.
That's true. Once a month, the owners fit Pepper with a special silicone muzzle, which they hope will protect everyone else from the bite, while having just enough give to comfortably contain the post-transformation snout.
We did a little image search, and friends, I cannot overstate this. It looks like a croc. like the infamous rubber clog strapped to Pepper's little face. It looks like the company that makes Crocs decided to branch out a bit. But honestly, not too far.
These contraptions did exist before the Great Denormalization, but I have to think they're getting more use now.
The first full moon with Pepper, the family tried a special bite guard. As the name suggests, it's a lot like those clear plastic retainers for humans. They were hoping they could protect everyone while still letting Pepper move her mouth. But unfortunately, it popped free and Pepper bit the cat, whose name is Paprika, which is very cute, by the way. Pepper and Paprika, if they ever have a hamster, they have to name it garlic salt or cumin.
They had to herd Pepper into the bathroom with a broom, but Paprika is also fine.
Other than turning into a wolf monster once a month, which feels like an existential nightmare for a cat.
I don't think animals do existentialism.
Are you saying they're nihilists?
Well, cats, definitely.
Oh, wow. That shines a whole new light on the feline love for knocking stuff off tables.
So, the upshot
is they had to also buy Paprika a croc muzzle. Now, every full moon, they'll barricade Paprika into the kennel and Pepper into the bathtub and just knuckle down and wait for the sun to rise.
And because people have asked, they did, in fact, listen to our episode.
Yeah, I don't think they loved it when I compared their dog to a lunchbox, but they were able to see the humor in it. Now they listen sometimes. So if you're hearing this, hi, names redacted. Best of luck with Pepper and Paprika. Please consider cumin. Oh my gosh, please consider cumin. Anything else to say about werewolves?
Ooh, the rideshare thing?
Yes. So after the ProPublica story about werewolfism spreading through unsafe rideshare practices, both companies added a step to the app. So now the driver has to do a quick check before the passenger gets in and press a button confirming no bites.
This is, of course, the definition of a Band-Aid solution.
Yeah, it is very much a big company wanting to cover their tail and do nothing else. A really thorough check can take, a while. Either you get a little invasive with it, make your customer very uncomfortable, or you're sloppy and then what's even the point? Besides, the kind of person who hides a bite from a driver is not the kind of person who's going to cooperate with a check.
Plus, the drivers don't start collecting a fare until the car moves, so then there's this terrible algebra they have to run of how much of a delay can you allow before every single ride.
I've heard rumblings of a strike.
That would be great, honestly.
God, how weird would it be if this is what unionized the rideshare companies, specifically werewolves?
I can't think of anything else that would stand a chance.
Oh, tempora, oh, mores.
Yeah. Anything else to say about lycanthropy?
Yes. Quick reminder, silver for werewolves, garlic for vampires, but neither is a magic bullet. So when times are tough, remember the first weapon in your arsenal is running the fuck away. And maybe learn to rollerblade. Increase your land speed.
Wait, okay, so you hear a howl and then you what? You stop and you take off your shoes, you grab a backpack, open the backpack, pull out your skates and then lace them up?
Okay, up front, it's a gamble, but then you're zipping right along. Either that or you just skate everywhere now. Maybe make that your thing.
24/7 in skates?
Would you rather be bitten? What?
Outrunning a large predator is more of a sprint than a marathon. You want to move at your highest possible speed until they lose interest. So I can't believe I'm saying it, but yeah, this might be a time to invest in a pair of Heelys.
Genuinely amazed this isn't an ad campaign yet.
Oh, give it time.
Yeah.
Okay, next up.
What was our next episode?
You don't remember? You were there.
I was there. That doesn't mean I was paying attention.
Throon.
Oh, yes, of course. I guess this one needs no introduction.
Although not everyone is on social media.
Okay, so weirdly, Throon went kind of viral. The show didn't, to be clear, but the word itself.
As far as I can tell, one of our dozen listeners made a post quoting us about Throon, and then a screenshot of that cut in such a way so as not to give us credit started making the rounds.
What's your current salinity level?
I am salty.
I know. That would have been amazing publicity. We could have doubled our listenership easy.
That's not what bothers me.
Your dad does deserve the credit.
Thank you.
His legacy to the world.
It could have. Everything is just so unsure right now. This could have kept his name alive long past when he... And who knows when that will... Yeah.
That would have been so cool.
It would have been great.
I don't think we ever actually used his name.
Oh, right. It's Dave.
Thank you, Dave, for Throon.
Thank you.
Oh, do you think Merriam-Webster will make it Word of the Year?
Do you think Merriam-Webster will even do a Word of the Year when we're up to our necks in chaos and chaos responses?
They better.
I feel like something could be said here about priorities.
These are the years we need Words of the Year the most. Once a month, there are werewolves. We don't know who is or isn't a space alien pretender. There's all those reports in Europe of the Fae running around. Some nights we just need to huddle around a little metaphorical trash can fire and find something to talk about. Something light and fluffy, but with the slightest tang of topicality. Illuminate the murk with the clarity of a bullet point, the order of a numbered list. Give me 5 funniest blunders related to the Pacific Ocean Kraken. Share with me whether any of the ghost sightings have been of famous people and what they were wearing. Puff pieces.
Top 10 Paleozoic creatures that would be the most dangerous if they returned.
Oh, hey, didn't we already cover that in an episode?
Not even close.
Boom. On that ominous note.
Right, next up.
Next up, I need you to open your inbox.
Why?
Because, my dear Jamie, you've got mail.
Holy shit, is that...
Hoggart Q. Clockster and his curious journey through history. You better believe it.
How?
Riley R. tracked it down. I genuinely have no idea how.
Is it playable?
That second file is an emulator that should work on your system. There's a minor glitch in the 3rd level, but otherwise, I've been told it's in perfect working order.
I looked for it, after that episode, just to prove to myself it existed. I couldn't even dig up a playthrough.
Yeah, well, nobody ever got anywhere underestimating the powers of Riley R. Plant rescue, obscure game rescue. Is there anything my extremely cool new roommate can't do?
Can you tell them thanks for me?
Oh my God, Jamie, I can't tell you how to live your life, but if that doesn't merit an actual text, maybe a text and a selfie if you're feeling cheeky, then I absolutely do not know what does.
Yeah, okay.
You're really gonna do it?
Fine, Malik, I will.
Wait, do you have Riley's number? Okay, it's,
You're gonna bleep that, right?
Yeah, I guess we don't want people texting our friend day and night with photos of nearly dead plants, begging for divine aid. Always looking out for people. That's Jamie. Oh, you guys should both play the game, and then you can compare notes about whether or not it holds up, whether Gearhead...
Dr. Gearsley, please.
Whether Dr. Gearsley's appeal holds up.
Quit while you're ahead.
I'm ahead? Okay, good to know.
At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized, so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Next up,
Space Invaders.
Not much to say on this one. We still don't know why they came, what they're doing, or how they're doing it, other than killing and replacing an unknown percentage of the population.
Oh, I, kind of talked to Blake the other day.
Is Blake not dead? There's been a survivor? Are you sure, Malik? That's huge.
No, I mean, I talked to, not Blake, the replacement.
Why?
You know how the building with my advisor's office is a genuine labyrinth? Like, no kidding, bring a spool of thread to track your way and maybe be on the lookout for David Bowie and Tight Tight Pants labyrinth.
Okay, where is this going?
It's a frequent question I ask myself trying to find her office.
Malik.
So I noticed someone kind of wandering behind me, retracing their steps a bunch, but I was also on my phone. That was the first mermaid report that afternoon, and there were amazing memes going up. So I was like, hey, do you need help? A map? A weapon against minotaurs? And I heard this laugh, this very familiar laugh. I turned around and it was... it wasn't Blake, who was like, hey, I need to drop off a paper. How do you get to Dr. Ramirez's office again? And I couldn't think of any way to get out of it, so we walked down together.
Why did you talk to this person?
And then we got coffee.
Coffee?
Not in a date way or a euphemism way. We went to that weird little coffee shop on campus and, I don't know, we talked.
I cannot overstate enough what a bad idea.
Blake asked and I couldn't think of a way out, okay? I panicked. What was I supposed to do?
You could have said anything. You could have said, I think I hear my mom calling.
Well, anyway, it was in public. It's not like I was in any danger of getting replaced, even if the space aliens decided they wanted a server/bartender/grad student.
There's more than one way for something to be a bad call. Having any interaction with these guys is such a gamble. You don't want to get on their radar.
I mean, the goal is not to act suspicious of them to their face, right?
And this has nothing at all to do with the fact that the face in question...
If anything, that was a deterrent.
Are you sure?
I feel like I can tell you with certainty that I'm not in love with Blake anymore.
You feel like, or you can?
We are talking about a real asshole here.
I'm not even saying you're still in love with the jerk. I'm saying there's all kinds of feelings a human being can have about their ex and all kinds of ways it could hijack your emotional reactions to seeing a thing, a creature, whatever, that happens to look exactly the same. And that's not even getting into the other massive issue.
The smile was wrong.
I'm going to need more details on that one.
Blake, actual Blake, had that little crooked smirk that would just tick up on the left side, remember? This Blake, the replacement, smiled evenly, with teeth, which is also something real Blake didn't do much.
That's interesting. You'd think if they'd collected photos of their targets, that's the kind of detail they'd ace.
Yeah, not Blake. Blake Faker wasn't actually that good at nailing the particulars. He still didn't recognize me, which is fair, but I forgot to be like, hey, what's your name? So then Faker, I think, kind of intuited that we knew each other somehow. He started asking me all these questions about, what real Blake had been up to, which was one hell of a pickle. Like, either I help this pretender better blend in or else I give out fake information. And if I lie, that's definitely going to come to light, and then the whole house of cards comes down.
See, this is why it's a bad idea to get coffee with the extraterrestrial imposter of your ex.
Yeah, boundaries, I know.
Among other things. So what did you do?
I just kept saying, oh, I don't know, Blake. I don't really think we've talked about it before.
Malik. What if fake Blake listens to the show?
I think that's unlikely.
Why?
Well, for one thing, I still don't think he knows we're exes. This poor bastard kept totally taking it at face value that I had no idea about anything related to Blake. Secondly, I haven't yet been vaporized and replaced.
They could be biding their time.
Third, actually, one of the questions he asked me was, what's a podcast?
What'd you say?
That I was more into music.
And he accepted that?
Yeah, we just started talking about bands.
What about them? Did it seem like there was an agenda?
Kind of. Fake Blake really wanted to discuss the Goo Goo Dolls.
Specifically?
Yeah, it's funny. Like, musical taste wouldn't actually be that hard to learn about a person if you were just, watching them. I mean, cyberstalk someone a little and you can at least find their Spotify or whatever. But Fake Blake wasn't even trying.
I'm sure the real Blake would have sooner jumped on a grenade than admit to enjoying anything as cringe as the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, basically.
So I guess we know for sure this isn't just a not killed and replaced human being pulling some kind of terrible prank?
No. I specifically ordered a plain black coffee so I could catch the old eyeball reflection in the surface of my drink, and not a pupil or an iris. Iris. In sight.
Well, that is chilling.
Oh, it should have been, for sure.
We're talking about the being that killed your ex.
Well, do we know that, though? The actual killings could be another department. We don't even know if the average foot soldier is aware of it.
See, this is a dangerous line of thinking to have about the space aliens that are, again, murdering and replacing people.
It mostly just felt like talking to a really sheltered youth pastor or one of those missionary teens that hangs out in the quad. Just the widest, roundest eyes you can imagine.
Well, yeah, because it's just the whites. Did it occur to you that this being was putting on an act, which, by the way, does seem to be a substantial part of their MO?
That wasn't the vibe I got at all.
The vibe. We're going on vibes now. Christ, Malik, how long did you talk?
See, you're not going to like this.
Oh, my God. I am asking you.
And I want to first point out, okay, once again, it was extremely public. And also, you once literally drove your car into a stranger's garage in rural Nebraska while essentially wearing a pride flag. That is not a safer course of action.
This is not about me. How long?
Hour and a half.
An hour and a half. You voluntarily spent 90 minutes while this creature with a completely unknown purpose that involves murdering and replacing people.
We pretty much just talked about music. The only concrete information I volunteered was how to stream songs on smartphones, which is also eminently Googleable.
Okay, do you know why the Goo Goo Dolls?
Well, I assume at least part of it is, they don't want the world to see them because they don't think that we'd understand.
Stop, Malik.
I am telling you, fake Blake seems genuinely harmless.
No offense, but...
What?
You used to think the same thing about real Blake?
That is radically different. Look, if it helps, we didn't make plans to hang out again or anything.
Okay.
Should we move on?
Promise you will at no point make plans to hang out again with a replacer?
I promise.
I'm not kidding. I am not interested in losing my co-host to space aliens.
I understand. So, Cheryl and Valerie, everyone's favorite small-town welders.
Yeah, they're still working on their sculptures.
Multiple members of our audience have asked for the URL to the website you made them.
Oh, fair. Can we just put that in the show notes?
We absolutely can.
There have been, as far as we can tell, 3 more documented cases of acid rain since my drive to Colorado, 1 in Portland, Maine, 1 in Sheridan, Wyoming, and 1 in Las Vegas. The rainfall has always lasted less than 6 hours, and so far, it appears that only minor injuries have been sustained, along with major property damage.
Man, the irony of acid rain in the desert.
It doesn't seem right, does it? Have you seen the pictures of the Las Vegas Strip?
No.
Oh, up close, it looks like post-apocalyptic here. I'm dropping some in the chat.
Okay. Ooh, cool. I mean, obviously terrible for everyone living there, but the visuals are choice.
Yeah, I hate to go on record agreeing with you here, but
What do you think it means that our generation romanticizes the aesthetics of decaying cities?
I have literally never thought about it before.
Urban exploring is kind of the same thing, right? Or those pictures of trees or vines reclaiming abandoned malls. We love to see a building in the process of being overtaken by something else.
Maybe it's the same reason we're drawn to stories set after zombie pandemic or whatever. We need to believe something persists after.
But it's not after. We're still here. Like, it feels a little eco-fash, if I'm being honest.
Oof, yeah.
Nobody was really hurt, though?
Some light chemical burns, but of a severity that will heal.
Fingers crossed it doesn't get worse.
Fingers very much crossed. Onwards, sewer gators.
Yes, Steve is looking for a new job. One with less strapping cameras to rats, ideally none.
Yeah, that's fair.
And as far as the gators go, local news has started covering it a little, so I can tell you, they're multiplying. We don't know how. Oh, and also they can read.
Wait, say that last part again?
One of them was caught with a map. One of those old paper maps, if you can believe it. Like the kind they used to have at gas stations.
I'm sorry, the part you're stuck on here is the paper?
Yeah, how did they get it?
Was it hand-drawn or?
It was professionally printed and resent. When's the last time you saw one of those?
What was it a map of?
The city, mostly downtown Chicago.
How do we know they weren't just looking at it? Can we prove that they're reading it? That's a huge claim.
You got me there.
It could be a coincidence.
The tunnels. The new tunnels have been added in marker.
What? Were markers found at the scene?
Yeah, and the colors match.
What does that mean?
No idea.
Well, I hate that.
I'm not a fan myself.
Is that all we have to say about sewer gators?
I mean, I'm all out.
Bringing us back to present day.
Here we are.
What's next?
I'm probably going to eat a snack or something.
What are our goals for our second batch of episodes?
Do you want to do more?
Do you want to do more?
Well, when I pitched this idea to you back when you wanted to stick to a group chat, if you'll recall, I said, why don't we make a few eps, see how it treats us? And you said, half a dozen is a good round number. So here we are, half a dozen in, and I think it's crossroad time. We could call it a limited run and hang up our hats right here, our proverbial metaphorical, podcaster hats. Not sure what they would be, probably a beanie that says Squarespace on it. People don't really have specialized hats for jobs anymore. Have you noticed that? We used to be playing baseball. That's a hat. Herding cattle. Hat for that. Singing in a barbershop quartet. Well, you'll never believe it, but hat-wise.
Why would you think that I wouldn't want to make more?
It's not that I think you absolutely don't want to. I guess we never really talked about it, but it was my idea and you had to be convinced. So if nothing's changed, it is what it is. 6 episodes, we ended on a party, and I'll see you again when you come back. Nothing to be ashamed of there.
Malik.
I'm not saying don't make more, but don't do it if it's only going to be this obligation, a millstone around your neck or whatever. You're free. That's what I'm saying. Bye.
Malik, making this show with you has been a highlight of my last 2.5 months.
Really?
Yeah. This is one time a week I feel normal. Or not normal. I know we're doing this to talk about how not normal everything is, but I don't know. Talking about it, actually letting myself put words to what is happening or hearing you put words to it, remembering someone is out there listening. It's weird, right? We've only known each other for a few months, but if I hadn't had to leave, I think...
What?
It's weird to talk about this on the record.
We can turn the mics off.
No, it's okay. It's not a secret. I think if we'd both been in the same place all this time, by now we'd be, or eventually, okay, this is presumptuous. I'm being presumptuous. Sorry. I think we'd become best friends.
You're not just saying that?
I don't just say things.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I think we'd be best friends too.
Oh. Okay.
So, this is you signing on to do another 6 episodes?
At least until I move back. Yeah, absolutely.
Segment theme songs and all?
Oh, God, yeah.
A highlight of your 2.5 months.
Absolutely.
Well, gosh, I'm blushing.
Hey, Malik.
Yeah.
Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you too, boo.
Same time next week.
You know it.
This is Jamie.
And Malik.
Signing out. We know things are getting weirder every day, but we hope you're baseline. And we wish you all a better tomorrow.
And even when it's ashes, there'll be part of me that wishes we could stay.
Jamie and Malik are played by Hilary Williams and Michael Turrentine.
This episode was written by Jessica Best.
Directed and edited by Jeffrey Nils Gardner.
Our show art is by Carly Fairbanks.
And our bangin' theme song is Falling in Love at the End of the World by Olivia and the Lovers.
World Gone Wrong is produced and created by Jeffrey Nils Gardner and Eleanor Hyde.
This is a production of Audacious Machine Creative.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
Hello, Eleanor here, and I am here to talk about the wonderful new fiction podcast, 2000 and Late. 2000 and Late is a new fiction podcast from the creator of The Bright Sessions. It is a dark comedy that grapples with the havoc of our current moment and tries to find the hope inside of it. The show follows Harper, a 36-year-old nihilist whose life is upended when she's possessed by a demon hell-bent on bringing about the apocalypse. But Harper doesn't want to end the world, and the demon gives her more power than she's ever had in a very long time, so yeah. I'm loving this show. It's sharp and funny, and it's a cathartic release from the anger and impotence I often feel about the dumpster fire of a world we are all living in these days. It's unapologetically angry, surprisingly tender, and deeply entertaining. I think that 2000 and Late is ideal for fans of Fleabag or Killing Eve, Jennifer's Body, Yellow Jackets, Venom. So, yeah, let's go create some havoc. Oh, and also, Jeffrey worked on this. Jeffrey is the sound designer, and that's also really cool. So please go check out 2000 and Late wherever you listen to podcasts.